Hi there, and welcome to the Clear Skin Essentials, and I'm your host, Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So today I want to talk about your skincare routine. I want to talk about sort of your acne strategy, and specifically about what you're using on your skin, on your face. So the one thing about having acne and breakouts is that we're constantly being marketed into believing that we need a bunch of acne products to dry out the breakouts or to get rid of them. And unfortunately, a lot of the acne products and the acne skincare products that are sold, whether they're sold through a cosmetic company or that you're using prescription creams or whatever it is, a lot of them are very harsh. And the one thing is, for anyone that has acne-prone skin and breakouts, is that you're always being told that you have acne-prone skin. But how I see it is that anyone that has acne-prone skin actually has very sensitive skin. If you were to look in a mirror right now and look at your skin, you have breakouts, you'd probably notice that your skin is red, it's inflamed, might even be swollen, perhaps might have dry parts or scaly parts or parts of your skin that's like flaking off or even open. You might have, like from picking at your zits, you might have open areas, cuts on your face, things like that. And anyone that has breakouts is that their skin is pretty much irritated and inflamed. And you need to focus on healing that first. Because if your skin is chronically inflamed and irritated, it's almost like a breeding ground for more breakouts. Because if it's dried out and stuff, it's easier for bacteria to get in there. Your skin is not at a healthy state for it to maintain a good balance, and you're just more prone to getting more breakouts in those areas. And so the first step is, instead of trying to like zap the pimples and dry them out and try to sort of like get rid of them with like all these chemicals, is to approach your skin in sort of the way of how can you be soothing your skin. How can you get rid of the inflammation and the irritation? How can you get rid of the redness? Because once you get rid of that, once your skin starts balancing out and getting a little bit healthier and less irritated, then the acne and the breakouts become much more manageable. And in fact, for many people, is that they get less and less breakouts. And so it starts with that, because if you're always bombarding your skin with a lot of irritating products, is that you're slowing down the healing process. And for a lot of people, that means later on down the line they get scars from it, or they get discoloration in certain parts of their face because their skin got so irritated from everything they were doing to their skin and what they were putting on it and picking at it and all of that. And so what I recommend is sort of shifting how you're approaching your skin and how you see your skin. And instead of seeing your skin as having acne and breakouts, I want you to see your skin as having irritated skin and skin that needs to be soothed. It needs to be healed. And it's kind of like if you were to look at your body, right? And let's say on your arm you got a rash or you got a cut. What would you do for that rash or that cut on your arm? Most probably, most people would keep it clean, they'd keep it dry, and they'd want as much air to circulate around it. And they'd kind of want their body to heal the rash or the cut, right? And they want to support their body to do so. But for some reason, when it comes down to our face, we don't do that. We feel like we need to like put layer after layer of like skincare product and acne drying lotions and all sorts of stuff on our wounds on our face. And that's only making it worse. You wouldn't do that to any other part of your body, but for some reason we do it to our face. And our face is the one part of the body that is the most weathered, it's the most exposed to the elements, because we're not covering up our face all the time like we are other parts of our body. And so it's one part of our body that we need to be extra gentle to and careful with. And so my recommendation today, and the action step that I want to leave with you, is for you to think about, what are you using on your skin that might be irritating it as opposed to healing it? Or what's causing more inflammation or more redness as opposed to soothing your skin? Think about your skincare routine. Think about perhaps the makeup you're using. Think about what is it that you're using that you might not even need, or what are you using that you've been using for 6 months or a year and it's not doing anything for you. And if there's certain things within your skincare routine or within your makeup that you really don't need to be using, or it's not doing anything for you, get rid of it. Take a break from it. I have to say that it's kind of like less on your skin is best, especially when you're in the middle of a breakout, especially when you have chronic breakouts, okay, and your skin is really inflamed, it's really irritated, and it's like every day you're waking up with a new pimple on your face. This is the time to decrease what you're putting on your face. Later on, when your skin is much more settled and it's healing and it's at a better place, then you can reintroduce whatever you want to reintroduce into your skincare or into your makeup. But those times where things are really inflamed and they're really irritated, this is the time to be like, okay, what can I cut out for now? What can I take a break from? And for some people, it's like, I know for myself, I shared my video, the last video I did about how I cleared up my skin. And one of the first steps I took was I stopped using anything on my skin except for washing my face with a gentle cleanser. And I did that for many, many years to allow my skin to heal. And I was amazed to see within a few weeks, the redness, the inflammation, and the swelling went down. And it was so much more manageable. And later on, it's like everything started balancing out. And for me, I was able to do the extreme of just like cutting out all the lotions and moisturizers and serums, like all of that stuff out. But I know for a lot of people, they're not there yet. You know, it's like you have to go to work, you got to wear makeup, or you got a lot of breakouts, you want to cover that up. I understand. Or you might even be living in an environment where you might need to be wearing a moisturizer because it's very dry, or all of that. I understand that everyone's situation is different. And that's why I recommend is that you take a look at your skincare routine, and for right now, start with just eliminating or taking a break from the things that you really don't need, that are really, they're not like a must, and only stick with the things that you really, really need. And also see too is what can you change up. So for example, like let's say with your makeup, if normally you wear a foundation, is there any way instead of wearing a full coverage foundation that you just use like a concealer or a cover up in those areas where you're having breakouts, so you can allow most of your face to just breathe a little bit. You know, it's things like that. It's kind of like how can you use a little bit less as opposed to using everything. You know, or it might be skipping things like sunscreen. If you're spending most of your time indoors, but you're putting on sunscreen every day, maybe take a break from it. Or if there's certain days where you're not going out, then don't put anything on your skin at all. You know, and use that one day a week just to take a break. Because all those steps will help. You know, a lot of times it's not about doing all or nothing, but it's about, okay, what can I do today? What can I use a little bit less of today to allow my skin to heal? Because it's allowing your body to heal itself. It's not about what product is going to get rid of something. It's more like how can you step back to allow your body to start balancing things out and healing. All right, so that's my tip for today. And I just want to mention as well, if you don't know already, that I offer a free email course. It's a 5-step email course that gives you 5 tips and sort of like 5 strategies of what to add into your diet, your lifestyle, and your skincare routine to start clearing up your skin. And I would say these 5 things are the essentials. If you do these 5 steps for 2 weeks, you will definitely notice an improvement in your skin, definitely. And if you want to join the e-course, it's a free e-course. All you need to do is go to my website at theclearSkinEssentials.com, and you can sign up there. All right, so have a fabulous day, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.